You see this? 20 euro. Yes, that's all we have is 20 freaking euro. I'm not spending anything else. 20 euro. So, ladies and gentlemen, be prepared to travel with me to Luxembourg City. Luxembourg City. Luxembourg has, I believe, 3 different official languages. French, German, and Luxembourgish, if I'm saying that correctly. And I'm about to take on the biggest challenge of my life, perhaps. Perhaps I should say 24, okay? 24 euro for 24 years of age, 24 years of life. So we're not taking into account the living accommodations or transportation costs, because we'll talk about that later, okay? But just for exploration, I just want to see if I can travel to a different country with 20 euro. I mean, come on, that would be crazy if I actually succeed in this endeavor. So here we go. Exhausted from the 4-hour travel, I found myself at a cafe that welcomed me with open arms. I was greeted with a smile by an elderly yet jubilant man smoking a cigarette. He ushered me to sit inside, but the Luxembourgish air was far more tempting. Thus, I insisted on sitting on a bench alone outside of the cafe, took a call, did some journaling, and people watched. Despite its simplicity, it was a privilege to truly enjoy my own company. So I am walking to this roller skating event, and I am so nervous. I have no idea what to expect, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm kind of like in the middle of nowhere, so we'll see what happens. I just finished, and it was so fun and so lovely, and the people were so nice. And now I'm going back to the train station to grab my luggage, and we'll see how much that costs. The only thing that I'm a little bit sad about is the fact that I didn't ask more questions, like, I don't know, just different things about Luxembourg, because I feel like I have no idea, and it would be nice to figure that out from someone who lives here. I have to say that the guy who runs the roller skating event, he is super nice. Like, he's super nice, and he told me like where to find the train station. He taught me so many cool moves, but yeah, the only thing that I'm regretting is that I didn't ask him more about Luxembourg or what life is like here. A little bit I did, but I still have so many questions, and that was like the perfect opportunity. So I don't know if I'm going to be granted that opportunity again within the next few hours that I'm here. Probably not. Okay, so I feel like I have so many things that I just need to like vomit off of my mind. I am also just so grateful that I have the space where I can talk about my day in a whole nother country. Like, that is crazy. No one knows me in this country. I mean, now people do. I went to this roller skating event, but it's just so crazy to me that like I just traveled 5 hours, and then now I am in an entirely different country. I am surrounded by not an entirely different language, but I am surrounded by French rather than German, which is a little bit strange and also just so beautiful. There were so many observations that I made in just a short amount of time of traveling. There are so many different things that you might observe when you go to a different place, and that is so fun to do. Like, it is so amazing and beautiful and wonderful and exciting to observe all of these different things. Like, I took notes. I'm like, okay, I see this is different here. I feel like we need to talk about that list. I'm so dirty. I'm so sweaty after the traveling. I went from going from the train for 4.5 hours, to traveling the city center, to roller skating, to my Airbnb now. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about that list. First of all, I have to say, I'm coming from Frankfurt, and the train from Frankfurt to Koblenz is absolutely beautiful. If you live in Frankfurt, if you live nearby Frankfurt, if you're visiting Frankfurt, if you want to see more than just Frankfurt and you have like 5, 6, 7 days in Germany and you're going to Frankfurt, go to Koblenz. Not because of the city itself, but because of the wonderful, beautiful, striking nature and landscape. You have to go during the daytime, obviously, otherwise you're not going to see anything. I literally just took my Deutschland ticket that I pay 50, 60 euro for. So visiting a new city is like meeting a stranger or planning to meet a stranger for the first time. You feel this slight anxiety and this fear of what is going to happen while I'm here. What am I going to learn? What am I going to see? Who am I going to speak to? There's so much potential but you're also a little bit like afraid. And that's kind of how I felt as soon as I came off the train, or right before I came off the train. These were the thoughts that were going through my mind. What's gonna happen while I'm here? Is it gonna be a good time? Is it gonna be a sucky time? I mean, the time is not over, the night is still young, I've still got another day to go here in Luxembourg. That's what it's like to travel to a new city. But while being here, I just couldn't get past the fact that I felt very grateful. I feel really grateful to be in this city. I'm just so appreciative of the fact that I can go from my everyday life in a city that's not even where I'm from to a whole nother country in 2 days. I mean, in less than, the travel time is literally less than a day, but I can stay here for 2 days and then go back to my city that which I live and work. That's not even my home. So that is a privilege. It's a privilege to travel this much. It's a privilege to see this part of the world where I feel like a child again. I feel like I am once again achieving this adventure, but I'm an adult. It's like this adult adventure. It's a real adventure where, there's just so much happening, and there's good and there's bad and there's ugly and there's beautiful. There's a lot to this adventure, and fortunately it's been very beautiful despite not knowing the language, because I think I'm hearing more French. I thought that Luxembourg had the 3 languages, or primarily spoke French, Luxembourgish, and German. But I'm hearing more French, I see more French, and I mean, that's not really a challenge. People can also speak English, so that's been great. But it's such a beautiful language that I want to know. I want to understand, and I need to put more effort. I need to put effort at all into learning this language, because I need to, French is just so beautiful to the ears. So while being here, my observations are such. Yes, French is primarily spoken. Unless I am mixing up French with Luxembourgish, it sounds like just straight up French to me. Maybe there's a different dialect of French that's spoken here. That could be the case, but many people are speaking French. I hear bonjour. I feel like my bonjour is really bad, but bonjour when I walk into restaurants is how I'm greeted, or the one restaurant that I went to, I got that bonjour. And then I spoke German because they speak German here too, and I know a little bit of German, so I kind of just communicated with people in German. Also, people can communicate easily in German, but I feel like ever since I got on the train and I also heard other people speaking, it's just been this mix of I'm hearing French, I'm hearing German, I'm hearing both. It's super cool though. It's super, super cool. I love that. Some other things that I noticed is that there's just this cute and cool style amongst young people here. I've only been here for a few hours, so I don't know if that's 100% true, but I just feel like people are dressed so nice, and I just love the way that people are dressed. The young people, they look good. They look really good, and there's a lot of them. I think that's the other thing. I just saw a lot of young people today, and I'm like, oh, hey, oh, cool, okay. So that was fun. All these things that I wrote down are just so freaking random, but I'm like, I just noticed that there are so many runners who run through the city center on Sundays, and maybe they're doing their laps. They have a specific route and it goes through the city center, but there were so many runners, just people in running clothes, and I love that. The weather was beautiful. It was the right weather to do such a thing. But yeah, I was like, hey, another one. Being here makes me want to learn French. I already spoke about that. People speak English, people speak German, but being here makes me want to learn French, because it's so fascinating how many people speak French outside of France. I mean, so many people speak French in the world. You should know French. You should just know French. If you don't know French, it's like not knowing English. I mean, it kind of is like not knowing English, and yeah, I need to learn French. So many different people, so many different kinds of people speak French as well. So it's not just French people. It's not just white French people. It's also it's so diverse, the population of people who speak French. You need to know French. I'm noticing there's lots of English-speaking tourists. I'm talking tourists from England, from England. I'm hearing the British accent. I'm hearing American accents. I heard more British than like English speakers from Great Britain. I heard more of that like British accent than an American accent. So I think there are more tourists from Britain, from England. I'll just say Britain. I'm hearing more British tourists than I am English speakers or American English speakers. I should really hurry up and go because I need to grab something from the store because I'm so hungry. And I have food, like I packed food, but we need to buy something else. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are my observations so far. Mini Paris? ? Okay, no, it's not a mini Paris because Paris is like, Paris is Paris, okay? This is not a mini Paris, but if we're breaking down what I've spent so far, I have so far spent, not including housing, not including transportation, okay? So take that out the window. But if you're coming to Luxembourg and you have a day to spend, pack your own food. If you can, pack your own food or get a place where you can cook food. So buying groceries was really cool for me. I did that beforehand. But what I've spent while I've been on the ground here in Luxembourg has been €4 on a coffee, which was so delicious. It was worth every cent. It was beautiful, the vibes. It was not only €4 for the coffee, but €4 for the wonderful service, €4 for the lovely vibe, the nice smells. Ugh, I loved it. I dropped my luggage off. That cost me €5, so that's €9 so far. I did buy some bread. I bought some cheese. I brought some tomato, made a little sandwich before I came. So that helped me save some money as well. But that was before I hit the ground, okay? Before I traveled. And that didn't cost me any more than €10 to prepare like little snacks for the road. I also did like a chia seed sort of thing, you know, with the milk and the chias, and you shake it, put it in the fridge, and it's like this kind of like cereal. It's really good. But I kind of want something to drink and like some juice or something, maybe a snack. I feel like I just want more food than what I have. So I am going to take a little trip. Perhaps if I have the energy, I'm going to go to a little grocery store that's 5 minutes away, I think, and grab something. Okay, bye. When you're a child and you do something that you've never done for the first time before,